Alright, so I was shutting down for the night, and I just kind of happened upon like a tweet which sent me down the rabbit hole, looking into this, looking into that, for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Is Red XIII going to be in Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yes. Yes, he will be. I really feel like he will be. I think it's a situation where they're going to have to change some things up. Like, you don't want to get him at the very end of the game. Like, you know, if this is just the Midgar portion of the game, you get him at the end of the Midgar portion of the game. You know, you get him, like, when you're locked in Shinra Tower, when you're captured before you get out of Midgar. So, I could see a situation where there's, like, a different lab, like, that maybe you get held up in, or, like, there's going to be several Shinra missions, right? There's going to be several Shinra missions, Shinra-oriented missions, where you have to go in and blow something up or shut something down or take out some kind of executive or something like that, or some machine they're building, or, right? I mean, so some kind of, like, wonky, goofy thing like that. I think there will be a mission where you have to go in midway through the game, and I think the remake's going to be 35, 40 hours playing through the story, doing that stuff. I think to get everything you'll do, it'll be 55 to 60, really, if you do everything. That's my guess, my hope. But I think midway through that, around hour 20, I think you're going to have a mission to go to a lab, a science laboratory. I think that's where you're going to find Red XIII being held. And then you get his story, you get that, and then you get him for the second half of the game. I don't think you can introduce a fan favorite character, a popular character like that, and just, you know, just have him for like the last 30 minutes of the game. I don't think that's a good idea, and I don't think that's what they'll do. I think this is too well thought out for them to try something like that. Also, there was a recent interview with a Square Enix employee. It was all in Japanese on Square Enix site. It was translated, or it wasn't on Square Enix site. It was something that was translated, where the employee is asked, you know, are certain characters going to be in the game or whatever? Like, you know, they had some questions, but one of the questions was, will Red XIII be in the game? Nanaki. And she was like, well, this covers the Midgar portion of the game. He's in the Midgar portion of the game, isn't he? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know, so that was kind of the confirmation there. And then there's this. A tweet from Matt Mercer back on October 27th. Just saying, happy early Halloween, hashtag Howling Moon. And that could be anything, right? That could be anything. What I think it is, I think Matt Mercer's voicing Red XIII. And if so, I think that's pretty dope. He's one of the biggest voice actors on the planet right now. He's got a great voice. I think he would kill it as Red XIII. I think this might be a little early Easter egg for that. I really do. I think this is kind of like a little tease, a little early tease. So I think that's pretty cool, you know. So we'll see what happens with that. There's still like a lot of characters that still have to be like shown off, and they've confirmed Jump Festa. Jump Festa is going to be showing a new Final Fantasy VII trailer. It will be there. What we see, who knows? But at this point, and this isn't the Go Home trailer. This isn't the one last push to get more sales trailer. This is just like another trailer just for the fans, you know, to show them what's going on. I think we'll see a couple new characters in this. We might see Red XIII. I wouldn't hold my breath for it. I think we're going to see Rufus in this trailer. I think we'll see Rufus and Hojo. Well, you know, if we see Hojo, we might see Red XIII, because they're kind of introduced kind of at the same time, because Hojo has Red XIII in the lab. So, we still haven't seen Scarlet. We haven't seen Reeve. We haven't seen Palmer. We haven't seen Hojo that I just mentioned. Red XIII. There's a bunch of characters. Aerith's mom. There's a bunch of characters that we haven't seen yet. But the biggest one I'm waiting on. When do we get the train station employee? When do we get the old man at the Sector 7 train station that's just like, hey, I've seen a lot of people come and go, bro. When are we getting to see him? I want to see what that looks like, because when I was doing my playthrough on Final Fantasy VII, the first part of it, I'm still getting through it, I forgot how emotional that little exchange is with you in the train station guy. He's like, I've seen a lot of people come and go. I've seen a lot of heartache. I've seen a lot of broken hearts. I've seen a lot of bad stuff. I'll be a train man till I die, or whatever. And he stays at the train station even when the the pillars coming down. He doesn't leave his post. I want to see the train station guy. When are we getting him? I want to get him. I want to get him in this trailer, man. Hey, hashtag train station guy next trailer. Probably not. I mean, but anyway, I'm excited for that. So, what do you all think? I mean, I think it's pretty cool that, you know, these voice actors they're going after really high level voice talent to bring these characters to life. The people that are working on the project are really excited. So the next trailer, I think, is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be chock full of stuff. I don't want a 60-second trailer. Give us 3 minutes. Show us what you got going on, Square. Show us what's happening back there behind the scenes. And somebody said in a chat that I was in, like, we haven't seen Elena. I was like, well, we're not going to see Elena, because you don't see Elena until you pass the Midgar Zolom in that cave. That's the first time you see her. You don't see her in Midgar. We could see her in Midgar. I don't see any reason why we can't. You know, Midgar is going to be a big game. I'd throw some new people there. And what about new characters? Have y'all thought about that? Getting new characters in this game? It could happen. It could very well happen. I think we're going to see new characters in other Avalanche cells. You know, Avalanche is like a network that spreads all over Gaia. It's not just, they talk about, you know, how Avalanche is born in Coral, but, you know, they kind of allude to, in the new stuff that's coming out and the things they're talking about, like new Avalanche characters, cells, other missions across the world once you get out of Midgar, you know, base of operations, all that kind of stuff. So, and people have theorized and kind of hinted at the possibility that Barrett was kicked out of the main Avalanche cell because he was too radical, you know what I mean? And he was too over the top with what he wanted to do to Shinra. So, lots of possibilities, lots of things still on the plate. So we'll, no pun intended. So we'll see how it goes. But I think Red XIII is highly likely going to be in this trailer. I think we will get him in the game. I think we'll get him halfway through the game, and you'll get to use him a little bit and have some fun spending some time with that character. So anyway, I'm going to shut it off there. I did want to let you all know, if y'all want to keep the conversation going with me all the time, I'm always on Twitter. I tweet quite a bit on Twitter. I'm active on there. If I'm not like sharing stuff daily, I'm looking at what's going on. People tweet me, DM me, and stuff all the time. So if you're curious and you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is @Kaufman20XX, @COFFMAN20XX. This is the Twitter page right here. You can follow me. You can we can talk about the remake. We can talk about other stuff. I talk about all kinds of stuff when I'm on here. You'll kind of see kind of what I'm into. Also, if you all are into like supporting creators and stuff, if you're into the artwork and stuff that I've kind of shown off on the channel, all my stuff is available on Patreon. You can subscribe. You can check out patreon.com/Ray Kaufman. I give away a lot of my art on there as rewards. I do other little things, digital commissions, physical commissions, all different kinds of stuff. I'm trying to find a way to tie my YouTube videos and stuff into there, but you know, I don't want to put my YouTube videos behind a paywall or anything like that, so I just want to share that stuff on here with you all. But if you do want to support me, that's a great way to support me. My artwork and my other creative endeavors. I'm also a writer. I also draw and illustrate graphic novels and things. So if you want to check me out on there, feel free to. I certainly appreciate all of that. So it's patreon.com/Ray Kaufman. So a lot of you all know that I tell stories and stuff. So Final Fantasy VII is the reason I started doing artwork and telling stories back in the day. So that's how that ties into all this. So anyway, I appreciate you all checking me out. If you liked the video, share it around. Throw me a subscribe, hit a like on that video. Let's talk about, you know, all this stuff. I appreciate all the comments. It's really fun talking to you all. So let's keep the conversation going. Let's keep talking about it. Let's get hype. Let's keep that hype train rolling. So anyway, you all have a great night. Take care, and I will catch you all in the next video. Keep rocking. I'll see you all later.